that A rise to the top like the Batman signal over Gotham telling the SEC there's hope again. You didn't see it?
Two fanatics on the wild side, talking college ball till the lights subside. It's the Fanatical Podcast. Let's ride, ride, ride.
Hey, welcome to the Fanatical Podcast, where the fan is not only the audience, but also the host. I am the legend, the 5-time +2 +3 Paul Feinbaum Caller of the Year. And I am in studio today with my great host, co-host, the one and only Bama Hater. How you feeling, brother?
Hey, man, Happy New Year, Merry Christmas, Hanukkah, and on with the playoffs, man. I'm doing great today.
Man, that is awesome to hear. Hey, it's a big week. We are down to the quarterfinals, baby, and the fans want to know what we are thinking this week. JK, the first question comes from Big Ruby down in Nauvoo, Alabama. I know Big Ruby, she about a 350, loves them pinto beans, and she can cook, Big Ruby. We love you, Big Ruby. Big Ruby wants to know, are we aware that January the 1st, 2026 is actually the 100-year anniversary of Alabama's first national championship? What do you think about that, JK?
Big Ruby, who cares? Hey, man, we don't care about your first championship and all the 55 you claim, so I don't care nothing about your anniversary, man. Big Ruby, we don't care about Alabama.
Now, Big Ruby, that's a lie. You know I love you, big girl. You know I love you. My family go way back with you. Miss Ruby, 100 years ago, Alabama went down to the West Coast and won their first championship. And now, 100 years later, we face off against the Indiana Hoosiers, the big powerhouse of the modern day era, ladies and gentlemen. A giant, bigger than Godzilla, tougher than the greatest strong man in the world, the Indiana Hoosiers. Do you have any hopes that this strong, great team can take down the mighty Alabama Crimson Tide?
Hey, man, I was thinking, man, who is David and who is Goliath in this matchup? You used to be Goliath. You used to be. You know, the standard and, the best in football and all of that usual talk from Alabama fans. But now you guys are the underdog. I wonder why you're the underdog.
I don't know. You know, them experts are just stupid sometimes.
I told you. Hey, hold on.
Them experts are just stupid. Ain't they the same one that picked A&M to beat you?
Let me remind you and the audience one more time. There is no such thing as an expert. Every time you hear people on ESPN and radio shows and this show, all you're going to hear is, I think, I believe. And what comes behind those two sayings? An opinion. That's all it is. We all got opinions. We're right sometime, and a lot of times we're wrong. So there's no such thing as an expert, man. They just lucky enough to get a job to pay a lot of money on TV. That's all.
Well, 100 years ago, ladies and gentlemen, Alabama changed college football. And this coming Thursday, Alabama will face Indiana with a chance again to change college football. An evil empire has risen out of the Midwest called the Big Ten. It is threatening to take over college football, and someone must step up, just like they did 100 years ago. Yes, 100 years ago, ladies and gentlemen, when we went to the Rose Bowl and broke the wall down for SEC football. Here we are again, 100 years later. Only one team stands between the evil empire and taking over the world. And once again, it is the Alabama Crimson Tide.
You know, it's a show on ESPN that I like a lot. It's called Pardon the Interruption. So let me pardon you right quick with this brief interruption. See this picture behind us, leather helmets and all of that, and he wants praise for his 100-year anniversary. You know what I got a problem with that is?
What's that?
Because you can acknowledge way back when it benefits you, but you don't want to, acknowledge which team has the actual most national championship. They were playing back then when you were playing, so when are you going to recognize that team with the most national championships? It's not Alabama.
Are you talking about Yale?
You must know who I'm talking about.
You brought it up. Yale.
You brought it up.
Yale.
Oh, man, come
on, man.
If you
come
want
on, now we go back to Yale.
If you want
the
praise.
Indiana of the 1890s, ladies and gentlemen. Yale University, Indiana of the 1890s.
If you were playing back then, give those guys credit too. You wasn't good enough to win the championship back then. They were, but you were playing too. So you can't get credit on one end and don't want to give them credit on the other end. Come on now, be fair.
You don't understand history. See, they didn't used to let teams in the South play teams outside of the South until Alabama broke that wall down. And now the Big Ten, 100 years later, claims that they are the greatest conference in the whole world. And they're a prime example. They're heavyweight champion. The Indiana Hoosiers, #1 in the nation, steps in the ring against the greatest university to ever step on a football field. This is history, brother. This is history.
Do you know what history is? Let's just break the word down. His story. Now, that's your story. My story is...
No, that's their story.
No, history is his story. I just heard your story.
That ain't
but
my
did you
story.
Know, I broke this down in a debate before the season started with, what's the guy name? Let me see. What do they call him? Little Lug Nut.
Little Lug Nut?
Yeah, on Jock. We had a debate before the season started.
Who the hell is Little Lug Nut?
I had to break Conrad.
Oh,
I call him the Con Man. You know what? I had to break it down to him. The history of Alabama football. Do you know the first team, the first football game that Alabama played, ladies and gentlemen? The bully of the South, the standard of football. Who they played? They played a high school. Beat those kids to death in a park in Birmingham. The University of Alabama versus a high school team. Did you know that? Big Bad Wolf.
Did you know the first Miami game ever played?
You can't answer a question with a question.
Well, I just asked it. I didn't know that, but I'm glad you informed me.
I'm just trying to tell you the history of the bully.
I never said I was a bully. I'm not a bully. I'm a revolutionary. 100 years ago, I revolutionized football. And now 100 years later, I'm the only team standing between the SEC and a complete failure, a complete overtaken by this conference's evil empire.
A revolutionary is a guy that invented Pepsi and Coke, and whoever invented these beautiful chains that I got on, that's a revolutionary. You ain't no revolutionary.
I invented the phrase kiss the ring, baby. That's about the greatest thing ever invented in the state of Alabama right there, brother. Don't forget it. Let's go on with your first fan.
All right, my first topic is...
I'm sweating already over here. Clayton's trying to...
We want to talk about...
make me lose some weight.
Let's talk about the conference standings in these bowl games and the playoff games, man. You know, it means so much. The somewhat entitlement conference, the SEC. What are their standings, man? Let me look at my card here.
Oh, here we go.
The SEC is 2-4. Now.
And 2-4 in what?
In victories.
In what?
In the bowl games and in the playoffs.
Oh.
You know, the big bad SEC. Now, 2-4 in my math, let me see. That's about 333%. Is that not right? 334, 333, same thing as an F. Where I went to school, that's an F.
That's not actually how you do sports percentages, but I get the point.
2 out of 6, 33%.
There you go.
That's failing.
3.3.
Now let me read the rest of them. The conference that you guys say are not that good, the back-to-back champions, they're 5-0. The Big 12, 2-0. Oh, the Pac-12, 1-0. And my conference at all this bad football, they're 5-3. Any comments, sir?
Well, here's the problem with that. I don't really care about the bowl games, and nobody cares about the bowl games. The only thing that matters is what's up here on this board. If the SEC wins the national championship game, who cares if they lost every other game in the bowl game? It's all about the ring, baby.
Ain't gonna happen.
It's all about the ring. If Alabama or Georgia, which are really the SEC's only hopes, Alabama and Georgia, to be honest, if either one of them can regain the championship, then all the other games, and here's something that you need to know. I don't like Texas A&M. I don't like Oklahoma. I don't like LSU. I don't like Mississippi. I don't speak for the SEC. I speak for Alabama, and we're very much alive, brother. We're very much alive.
You don't speak for the SEC.
Only because I have to. I've been told the SEC all my life. Without me, the SEC would be the Sun Belt. That's the damn truth. It's getting heavy. Thank God for Georgia that they came along. I've been told this conference for years, brother. You know
Once
it's
again,
true. You know it's a fact.
Here's the rebuttal.
I'm not lying.
Here's the rebuttal. I'm going to start before they hired Nick Saban. They were absolutely trash. That's why they hired Nick Saban.
Who?
I didn't interrupt you, sir.
Who you calling trash?
I said Alabama was trash before they hired Nick Saban. You talk about how long it's been since we won the championship in 01. It was almost 30 years between 1980 and when you won another one.
I won one
True
in 92.
or false?
I won one in 92.
You won one. Between 1980 and 2009, you won one championship. That's 28 years. So we got, 5 or 6 more years to catch your record? Come on, man. Y'all ain't no standard no more. Why you keep trying to convince America that Alabama's still the standard?
Alabama has always been the standard. Teams like Miami built their teams based upon the blueprints that we laid out for championships. He's only where he is today because of Holler Schellenberger, who, by the way, is an Alabama man. That's who built your program, brother. An Alabama man put you where you at. He learned under the feet of the great Bear Bryant, brother. That's a Bear Bryant mind. That's what brought you out of Alligator High School League down there and made you a college was Howard Schellenberger. Now tell me I'm wrong.
Now let me
tell me I'm wrong, brother.
Let me speak up for all of the non-Bama fans and the non-SEC fans out here. Let me speak up. Now this committee, and we can talk about this committee until the cows come home. This committee put 5 SEC teams in the playoffs.
Oh, here we go.
And must I repeat it again? Once Indiana beats Alabama, Georgia and Ole Miss are going to have a clash, and the powerful, big bad wolf, bully on the block, SEC is going to have one team left. And we don't know which one that will be right now. Is it going to be Ole Miss or Georgia? It's definitely not going to be that guy. So, my hopes is Miami and Alabama in the national championship game, but if it holds the form, you guys are not going to beat Indiana, man.
See, that's the first time you mentioned your team all day. You got so much hatred towards the
I don't have
SEC.
to mention them. They can see what I represent. I represent the
SEC. He don't even know his team's in the playoff, ladies and gentlemen. It just dawned on him that he's got game number 1, and he's got the Ohio State Buckeyes. I'm going to be sitting back just looking. He's going to be in a cage match. It ain't dawned on him, but it will in the third quarter. It will in the third quarter when old Cristobal drops the ball, as he always does, and runs a triple reverse backwards pass to the punter.
Man, let me tell you guys something. If this guy's team is behind, just look up in a tree. The nearest tree near your house, and you might see him sitting in it. He know Alabama's going down, man.
I don't know that at all.
Yeah, you do. I
don't know that. You know Miami going down.
Well, we go down, we go down.
Well, what? I thought you had confidence. Now,
I do have confidence, but look, I'm a realist.
Confidence.
I'm not.
Oh, now you're a realist now. You're a realist now.
Hey, look,
you're about to go up against Hulk Hogan, and suddenly you're a realist.
The difference between me and you and most Alabama fans, I'm man enough to admit when my team lose, they just got their butt whooped. You guys are in competition with each other to see who comes up with the best excuse. Every time you lose, man, y'all get in a little group. I got the best excuse. Oh, it was the coach. It was the players. Big Al was too fat. The band didn't sound good enough. It's always an excuse, man. It's going to be an excuse. New Year's Day, you guys are going to bring the New Year's in with a big fat L. I keep telling you, man, y'all, Indiana don't play nobody. Where did that phrase come from?
It came from that schedule. Did you look at their schedule?
Once again.
Did you look at their schedule?
I don't care about the schedule.
Can you tell me the first 3 games that Indiana played this season?
I don't.
Did they play a Division I team the first 3 games of the season? Anybody in the audience, can y'all answer if Indiana played a Division I team in the first 3 games of the season?
And after you answer that question in the audience.
Oh, Keeper in the back. No, that's a no.
Kennesaw State, Indiana State, Old Dominion.
Wow, that's impressive, brother.
And they're
impressive.
And they're in the league right above Eastern Illinois.
That's impressive.
And
brother.
you took Texas off the schedule. I wonder why.
Who took Texas off the schedule?
Yeah, the guy who makes your schedule. Why you keep talking about a schedule when they got the best win in the country?
You talking about Alabama?
I'm talking about Indiana.
Who they got to beat the best?
Ohio State was number one.
Oh, come
The
on.
day they beat them, they were number one.
Man.
So that's not a good win. That's the best win.
Look, dude. Look. You need to educate yourself on this Big Ten garbage. Go look at these Penn State, Michigan, Ohio State schedules and ask yourself if Miami wouldn't have won every game on there, with the exception of Ohio State and Oregon, and might have won them games also. I think Ohio State's a fraud, and I think Indiana is a fraud. I think you have an opportunity with Reuben Bain to wreck Ohio State's season, brother.
Let me ask you a
I think
question.
they're both, that whole conference is a fraud. And I'm declaring that the Big Ten, you are a fraud, and you're about to get exposed.
America. Let me break something down to you guys. I'm gonna ask you a question. Now watch this. Did Ohio State play a weak schedule last year? Was it weak?
Yeah. That's
What
why,
did it-
That's why they were so healthy
No.
in the playoffs, brother.
See, I set him up again.
That's why they were so
I said,
healthy.
you know what? I'm good at setting you up because I know your heart is all intertwined, man, with the SEC and Bama. You just said Indiana didn't play nobody. The Big Ten don't play nobody. I just asked you about Ohio State's schedule last year. They didn't play anybody, but guess what? What did it matter? Aren't they the national champions? So whoever they played, after they played them, they took care of everybody else in the playoffs and won the national championship. So this talk about who they played, who Indiana played, Indiana got the best win of the season. And in my calculations, I think they beat 3 top 10 teams this year.
No, that's some bad calculation, brother. They didn't play but 2. You can't call Purdue and Maryland and Minnesota top 10 teams.
What about Penn State?
Yeah, I know.
Well, let me ask you a question. Hold on.
They got 6 losses,
Hold on.
And when they played them, they wasn't there either.
Okay, let me ask you a question. At any point this season, was Oregon, Penn State, and Ohio State top 10 teams?
Yeah.
So how could you say they didn't play anybody? Case closed. Next topic.
Next, let's move on because it's clear JK is having some football issues today, ladies and gentlemen.
Man.
You having football issues, brother.
Hey, hold on. Let me get a little state.
Hold up. I'm talking now.
I'm sorry.
I'm
sorry.
You have overlooked the fact that you have Ohio State. I never said Ohio State wasn't a great team. Ohio State is a blue blood right there with Alabama, brother. You know, you got Miami. That's a little lower than Alabama and other teams. But Ohio State is right there with Alabama, brother. I've never not said that. I said the conference overall was garbage. And I think that Ohio State is a fraud because that garbage conference hides the fact if they're any good or not. How would you know if they're any good? They don't play nobody to find out if they're any good. They got beat by Indiana.
I just explained this to you. Whoever they played, it didn't matter last year because after that 12-game schedule, they went into the playoffs and they beat 4 teams, and how many of those teams were ranked? You can't say who they played matters because they're the reigning national champions.
And I give them credit. I said Ohio State is a blue blood program. But this particular year, 2025, they very much could be a fraud, hiding behind a schedule that is completely weak at the knees, brother. Completely weak. We don't know how good the Big Ten is. These teams have, just like Miami, we don't really know how good you are. You've been feeding off them minnows in the ACC all year long, brother. You've been over at buffeting all year long. We don't really know how good you are until it's put to the test.
Now, my team,
and it's fixing to be put to the test.
Look, man, my team is in the ACC.
Garbage league.
Okay, that's your opinion. Everybody got one. You keep saying how good or how not good the Big Ten is. And if I'm looking at the screen correctly, they got the number 1 seed, they got the number 2 seed, and they got the number 5 seed, and they're back-to-back national champions. So non-Alabama and SEC fans will ask you, what the hell are you talking about?
Well, first of all, Oregon, how the hell did you even get in the Big Ten? This is my problem. Ain't this team out like in the Pacific Ocean?
Can I answer that before you? Let me answer.
Ain't this school all the way over on the Pacific Ocean, on the very ocean? How the hell they in the Midwest? They got like 30 teams? They got every team in the league over there in the country.
Can I answer that question?
Yeah, please do. It's fascinating to me.
Oregon got in the Big Ten.
Why?
The same way the SEC went and got Texas and Oklahoma. They got the biggest money earners from a different conference to boost their conference. That's the answer to your question.
We didn't go out and get USC from Southern California.
But you went and got the biggest money earners.
We got teams within our area. Oklahoma and Texas is really within the southern hemisphere of college football there, brother. When you talk about Oregon, and you went and got Washington, USC. You got the whole Pac-12 and the Big Ten now. How the hell can't they have some teams up here?
You know what, man? I'm so glad Kip got me on this show where I don't have.
Yeah, I'm the best.
Listen to me, man. I don't have talking points. I don't have a script that I must go by like ESPN and the other guys. I can say what I want to say off the cuff and rebut all this crazy stuff you talking about, man. Your conference hadn't done anything different.
I keep telling you it ain't my conference. I've been toting their ass, but it ain't my conference.
Man.
I ride alone. You see this? You don't see the SEC up here. I ride alone, brother. Man, this is a club all by itself right here.
Now we're going to move on.
The SEC just been on our back all these years. That's the truth.
We're going to move on after I make this statement.
All right.
Alabama ain't did nothing since Nick Saban's last 4 years. They're not going to do anything.
That was just 4 years
I don't
ago,
care.
bro.
They're not going to do anything. The years after Nick Saban, they hired Nick Saban because you guys were trash.
Oh, here we go.
And it's all the truth. Just look it up. It's in the books. You guys wasn't winning before he got there. Now he's gone.
We was winning as much as you've been winning lately.
Now that's true.
All right, then. Are you trash? Is your school trash?
We ain't trash this year. We been trash. We been all in the dumps, in the rolling in the juice.
Well, we can't.
But not this year. We right along with you guys. If you in the Final 8 and you're good, guess what? We're good too. We're in the Final 8.
Every time I get around this guy, man, I just start
I know it. That's that smoke.
All down the back.
Where there's smoke, there's what?
I don't know what the hell.
Where there's smoke, there's what?
I don't know.
Bama hater.
Bama
to combat all this crazy talk.
That's it.
That's right.
It's that hatred that's got me sweating, ladies.
Man, let's talk about the Final 8.
All right, go on something else.
We want to talk about the Final 8, man.
All right.
Let's talk about this first matchup. Miami and Ohio State.
Yeah, I'm pulling for you, brother. I know you're not pulling for me, but I am pulling for you because I am sick of the Big Ten, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sick of the Big Ten.
A long time ago, you talking about you are along with me, but I'm not along with you. My mama told me if you see somebody jump off a bridge, you ain't got to jump off the bridge.
Well, if you lose, it ain't gonna break my heart.
Well, I know that.
But I am pulling for you.
Let me tell America and
not
the
gonna
audience
break my heart.
and all these punts that keeps putting, they put Miami down. They're not giving us a chance. Ohio State is favored by 9.5 points. We got a good defensive line. We got a good offensive line. We got Malachi. We got a great running back. So I like our chances, man. You're gonna have to prove it to us. Just prove it. We don't go on this talk, man, off the field talk. That's just talk. That's what we think. That's what we believe. But once they line up, it's a different story. You guys thought Texas A&M was going to beat Miami.
Man, I'm disappointed, man. I remember that you used to be Trash Talk University.
Mm-hmm.
You used to talk all that trash. You used to do all them dances. Y'all remember that when they danced up the end zone there, dancing up the end zone, come all back, old heel. Doing all that little heel thing he did, you remember? But now y'all got to prove it on the field now.
That's right. Everybody got to prove it.
What happened to the you?
Guess who else got to prove it?
What happened to the you?
Hey, let me ask you a question.
What happened to the trash talking you that I used to love?
Guess who else got to prove it on the field?
I proved it for 100 years.
That team right there.
Take your hands
you
on
got
it,
to prove it on the field, too.
100 years, brother. I've been proving it.
No, man, y'all been going off the legacy of Bear and Nick. Now you guys can't beat a 2-win Florida State team. You got to prove it on the field.
Here we go back on Florida State again.
And that's your body of work.
Let's get back to the game.
All right, which one we on now?
All right, Ohio State, Miami. I know you forgot already. It's easy to forget.
Well, I thought we were over that. Let's get to the next game.
Who are you picking?
Who am I picking?
Yeah, you taking Ohio State in that one?
Yeah, to lose by 14. Yeah, I'm picking them. To lose by 14.
I'm sorry. I'm going to Miami. I like Miami. I don't think they'll win, but I'm hoping. I'm hoping Miami. I'm hoping.
Let's go on to the next
Heck
game.
with the bet. I don't like you, Big Ten.
Let's go.
Evil Empire.
The next game, Bama and Indiana.
Oh, yeah, that's a big.
Now, I want you to tell me why you think your team is going to win.
Well, I think Alabama will win because Indiana ain't been to the Rose Bowl in 58 years. And I don't even know if they know how to get there or not. I don't know if somebody up there has a GPS.
What? The Rose Bowl?
I know Bobby Knight went up in that way with a basketball team several years ago. But here's the real reason I think they'll win. Just because, you referee basketball, right? And you can look on the court and pretty well say to yourself, even before the game starts, I kind of like that team down there with them 2 6'5", 6'6" guys. Better than this other team down here whose center is 5'10" and a half. You know what I'm saying? So I think when you look at the field and see the Jimmies and the Joes and Indiana over there with them 3 and 2-star Larrys and Moes, the contracts is going to be so dramatic that you're going to say to yourself, man, how did this team even get here? This is some Wizard of Oz bullcrap.
But you know what? If you can look down on the field, guess what you can't see? You can't see the heart of the players.
Here we go, that heart bullcrap.
You want to look at what the team looked like coming out of the tunnel. That don't mean anything. You guys are used to intimidating people. You're not intimidating too many folks these days. You ever notice that? Since you want to look down on the field and see a 5'10"
You be watching a lot.
You
watch a lot of Alabama games, don't you?
I live in Alabama.
You watch a lot of Alabama games.
I live in Alabama, man. I'm used to this. That's why I can come over here and rebut and talk back to you. A lot of people can't talk back to you because they're Bama fans.
Man kicked out of state. Anybody in the studio,
hey,
can we get him out?
I'm going to repeat this like I told Feinbaum. Feinbaum told me to just leave Alabama. Why would I leave Alabama? This is why I was raised at. You ain't telling all the Auburn fans to get out of Alabama. Tell Kate Ivey to get out of here.
See, if I hated Miami as bad as you hated my Alabama, my home headquarters wouldn't be in Miami. It would be in Alabama. You see the contrast? We're wondering why you were here, brother.
Let me ask you a question.
If you hate us so bad,
let me ask you a question.
Why are you living here, brother? You hate us so bad.
Let me ask you something.
I mean, what do we do to you? What do we do to you, brother?
I guess the line is so thin. You call hate and me telling the truth about Alabama football hate.
You the one calling
Bama
yourself Bama hater.
Bama hater is just a persona. It's just a name on the radio. If I'm telling facts and the truth about Alabama, that's not hate. It's just the truth. Just like you said, Miami's been trash since 2001. True. Except for 2002 when we got cheated out of this losing to this team, Ohio State. You guys have to face the facts, man. You're not the big bad wolf anymore.
Your Honor, may I, Your Honor?
Yeah, approach the bench.
Order in the car. Let me approach the bench. This is the same man that said he would support the Taliban if it was playing Alabama on the football field. This is the same man, Your Honor.
Give me a black
all
flag.
That stuff he just said, you cannot believe any of that. That is total garbage. Let's move on to the next game, and that would be Texas Tech and Oregon. Who you got?
Oh, man, it's going to be a tough game, man. Oregon in that offense is going to be tough. But, man, Texas Tech's got a stout defense. So I'm trying to decide on whether I want Texas Tech and a great defense and an average offense, or do I want Oregon and a high-powered offense? So I think I'll go with Texas Tech and the defense and an average offense.
I said the same thing. I'm kind of leaning towards Texas Tech too, but something tells me Oregon going to win this game. So I'm going to say Oregon. I think Alabama's going to have to go through Indiana and Oregon, and probably Ohio State. Alabama is the kind of team that can bring the Big Ten to an end. It's going to take an Alabama to end this run. I don't think Georgia, Ole Miss got it in them. Don't think the U's got it in them. Y'all got Cristobal, and we know Cristobal is going to go crazy and do something stupid.
Excuse me.
But, I'm going to take Oregon. Ole Miss and Georgia, who you like?
No, I don't. Hey, I want to go back to this comment you just made. It's going to take Alabama to take the It's gonna take Alabama to take the Big Ten down.
That's right.
You couldn't
That's
take.
right.
Hey, America.
100 years ago, here we are again, baby.
This
Here
guy's
we are
team.
Again, the only team that can do it.
The best thing about debating and, rebuttals, all you have to do is listen. You're going to hear some nonsense, and all you got to do is pound on that fact. Now, let me pound on that fact. You just said it's going to take Alabama to take the Big Ten down.
That's right.
You couldn't take the weakest team in the ACC down. How you going to take the back-to-back national
Are
champion
we back
conference
on
down?
preseason games again? Are we back in August
Man,
again, brother?
You harp on-
hadn't seen Alabama rise from the ashes and regain its strength and glory of the great years of Nick Saban like I did last week in Oklahoma. You didn't see that A rise to the top like the Batman signal over Gotham telling the SEC there's hope again. You didn't see it.
Man, all of these actors out of job, and here you are with this performance. You know you can't spell rabbit foot without an A. Since you won't talk about the A on the side of your head. Man, y'all the luckiest team in college football.
You make your luck, brother. You make luck. There ain't no such thing as luck. You
Man,
make your luck.
man,
brother.
let's go on to Georgia and Ole Miss.
You need to go on because you done went off the deep end. Or something.
Hey, man, we're going to talk about Georgia and Ole Miss.
All right, let's talk about it. I want to talk about Pete Golden for a minute.
Go ahead.
Pete Golden. Oh, God, there he is on the screen. There just went my lunch. There's Pete Golden on screen. I just spit all over myself. Pete has an effect upon people. You see this guy? This guy has already proven in one game that he's a complete idiot. You know, last week, he finally got his opportunity to coach. And what did he do? He put Kyron Lacey in the game despite the fact that he had a bad shoulder. And the man got hurt in the first half against a team that he didn't even need Kyron Lacey against. So what happened? They're up 27-3 in the third quarter. Kyron Lacey's on the sideline hurt. So what happens? Here comes Kyron Lacey back in the game. And he gets hurt again. Now, he may play this week, but that is the Tyrone Protho rule. You do not put your star player in the game when there's bigger stakes at hand. And this idiot put his best player back in the game, up 27-3. Well, why you do stupid stuff like that? Can you explain it to me?
I can't explain it, man, but, that's Pete Golden. That's your dude to the rescue. So, hey, Ole Miss is going to have to suffer the consequences, man, for getting a key player injured before a big game.
They're going to have to suffer the consequences of hiring an idiot. That's what they're going to have to suffer the consequences.
Man, I'm going to give you my
one game, he's already proven he's an idiot.
Let me give you my assessment of Georgia, man. I told you probably a month ago, I think Georgia has the best running back tandem in college football. If they can't tackle those backs, man, it's going to be hard for Ole Miss to win this game. But on the other hand, Georgia's going to have to show up their defense, man, for this high-powered offense. Even though I think it's going to be a tight game, man, I think Georgia's going to win probably by 7 to 10 points.
Georgia didn't even punt in the first game.
Yeah.
I mean, this guy's the most overrated defensive coordinator in the history of college football, ladies and gentlemen. His team is average year in and year out. And this idiot done parlayed this into a head coaching job. Ole Miss enjoy the playoffs. You're never going to see them again for 5 or 6 years. And I just heard that Chambliss, this could be his last game. He didn't get another year of eligibility.
I was just about to bring that up, man. So I don't know what is Lane Kiffin going to do now for quarterback. He can't get Chambliss. He's not going to be granted another year. So is LSU in trouble still? Who is he going to get?
Well, Rebecca from Louisiana wants to know, did we see Lane Kiffin leaving the game at the LSU game before it was over with in the bowl game? And what do we think of the coach leaving his team before the game was over with and not finishing watching the game? You got any comment on that? That's just, Lane seems like he's in his own little world.
Man,
Lane prayed to football Jesus. And football Jesus told Lane, just to mess over them kids at Ole Miss and go for the money. That's what football Jesus told Lane. So Lane went and took the money at LSU. Now he don't even have time to watch his new team, man. What do you think of this idiot?
I think Lane Kiffin is just a flat-out loser all the way around. I mean, from the decision from, leaving the kids high and dry before the playoff games, from the time that Nick kicked him out the group, right before the national championship game. He's just a born loser, man. I mean, what has he won? I keep harping on that, man, and this guy's getting multi-millions not to win championships. That's what they're hiring him for. So now he's going to be stuck without his star quarterback at Ole Miss. He can't come to LSU. What is he going to do for a QB? So basically he has to start over from ground zero with his offense, and now he's leaving the game. Why wouldn't you stay and look at the talent you got on the field coming back and make some judgments from that? You going home before the game is over, man, is just, he's a loser in my opinion, man. And he's in the league right now, in the SEC, a big-time job, once again, because of name brand and his name. I think he's just a DEI hire, from his dad. I'm just being honest, man. It's got to stop at some point. It's got to stop, man. The university hired these guys, man. They pay them multi-millions of dollars. They don't win the championships in which they got hired to do. And then the worst part about it, as in all coaches, they're going to get a bigger payday with a buyout when they get kicked out of the door. So, man, Lane Kiffin, in my opinion, he's just a loser.
Loser. Ain't Three Door Down got a song called Loser? I agree with you, man. I agree with you. This guy has tricked LSU. He has tricked college football. The hot yoga champion of the world right here. This guy, I don't think is ever going to make a playoff. LSU has made an epic mistake. This guy don't have no real loyalty to anybody.
Nobody.
This guy has never put the A on for 60 years like the legend. He's never walked around Birmingham with 2 chains on saying Miami is my team for 30 years the way JK had. I mean, this guy jumps around from team to team. Whoever's got the most money, that's where he's gone, man. This guy is a train wreck and a disaster. And it's just a disgrace that you couldn't stay and watch the young men that were probably playing their butts off thinking, hey, the coach is watching me for
trying
next
to
year.
trying to impress him on the field.
Yeah, I mean,
and he's gone, but they still thinking they out there impressing him. He's in the car on the freeway or getting to the plane to get out of there.
Yeah, with 8 state troopers leading the way like
loser.
he's a prince or something. I don't know.
Hey, man, let's talk about the SEC's chances of winning it all.
They're high.
Explain to America. They want to hear.
Well, it comes down to Alabama and Georgia, ladies and gentlemen. It's up to Alabama and Georgia. Either Alabama or Georgia won. It's going to step forward, or for the rest of the year, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to have to hear from Big Ten folks telling us how they now own college football, how the SEC is garbage. You're going to have to hear that crap. It's going to be like 8 million JKs has arrived from Mars and going to be telling you how sorry the SEC is. I mean, Georgia, if we can't do it, as bad as I hate to say it, Kirby, I need you to do it if I can't do it. One of us has to bridge this gap and finish this evil empire, or the results may be I may be in a nut ward before the season's over with.
Well, all I can tell you is don't run into the wall too hard, even though it's going to be passed.
I'm counting on you too, brother.
Hey, man, listen.
I'm counting on you.
Hey.
Can I count on you?
Count on your team.
Can I count on you?
You know your team going down. America. Once again, I got to talk to this guy. You got Alabama, Georgia, and Ole Miss. Those are your chances for winning the national championship.
I'm not claiming Ole Miss.
They're at SEC.
Hell with Pete Golden.
And America, I want you guys to comment like you've been commenting and tell us what do you think about an Alabama-Georgia national championship game. I do not want to see that crap no more. I'm sick of that game, man. We don't want to see that. Because we know what Kirby's going to do.
Who is we? You got a mouse in your pocket?
Yeah.
Because I would love to see it, all right?
Yeah, that's who I'm talking about. I'm talking about all the non-SEC fans.
Who cares about them?
Me.
Oh, that's right. You part of them, ain't you?
Me. That's who. Yeah, me.
Did JK just raise his voice at me? JK done got upset.
Look.
Upset in here. I never heard JK raise his voice before.
You know, man.
I never heard JK get upset before. He done got upset.
Hey, man.
I just said I was pulling for his
Hey,
team.
look.
He done got upset. I depended on you, bro.
I left a short video in my sports group one time because I remember seeing in Scarface And it kind of reminded me of Alabama fans. How they throw rocks and hide their hand, man, and, act like they so big and bad and tough. You know what Scarface said?
What'd he say?
I always tell the truth, even when I lie. That's you. That's you, man. And with the other fans, man, what else did he say in that scene? You're not good. You just know how to hide. Me, I tell the truth, even when I lie. So say good night to the bad guy, because you'll never see a bad guy look like this again. Hey, man, Alabama, man, and his SEC, man, I'm so glad that run and dynasty is over, man. You don't want to believe it, but it's true, man. It's over.
Now, I had to give you credit. You should have got an Academy Award for that.
Man,
that was pretty good. That's pretty
man,
good.
That's the
you got any more Al Pacinos?
Hey, let me tell you.
I like that Al Pacino.
Hey, yeah.
I like that Al Pacino.
Hey, I'm going to tell you one thing about one movie, Carlito's Way. Next time you walk the guy out the back door and don't kill him, that's what happens to you at the end. You're going to get killed, just like Alabama. You're going to be Carlito.
I'm going to do an Al Pacino movie.
All right, let me hear it.
Sin of a Woman. If I was half the man I was 5 years ago, I'd take a flamethrower to this college football committee.
Yeah, if your team was half the team they were 5 years ago, you'll probably still be on top.
Hey, this is a Fanatical Podcast. What you got left, brother? What you got left? We're winding it down.
We got the party.
It's getting crazy up in here.
Hey,
We're winding down.
The new year is going to be happy for some, and it's probably going to be unhappy for others. So, keep pointing at me. Keep on pointing at me. Keep underestimating Miami Hurricanes. We've been underestimated the whole season.
Why you keep stuttering? Every time you talk about your team, you start stuttering.
Hey, I'm trying I'm throwing you off.
I'm going to call the bookie and take that bet back I made on Miami, because every time you mention your team, you be talking perfectly. But when you start talking about Miami, you be like, it's getting close, ain't it?
Hey,
you get nervous.
It's been a while.
You get nervous,
Hey,
ain't you? You about to get in there with a real team.
Man, it's been a while. It's been a while since we've been here. But we're here. So, man, I'm just bagging my team, and I'm happy we're here, man. But
man, I'm happy for you. We've been here so many times. I just know how you feel, brother. Like a million times over, I know how you feel.
You hear that, America? You hear that crap? For a team, once again, the next loss is going to be another 4-loss season. He's over there smiling, talking about we this and that, we the big standard. Man, another 4-loss season, get ready for it. It's coming. I don't know if it's going to be next week or the week after that, but you know it's coming. I want to see Miami and Georgia in the national championship game.
Oh, now it's Miami and Georgia.
Yeah.
You wanted Alabama.
But I know y'all going to lose.
Well, you can't play Georgia in the championship game. You had to play them in the semifinal.
Well, we're going to beat them.
Yeah.
That's right.
Now, if Miami makes it, you would have to play Alabama more than likely, because I don't see anybody on that side of the ball.
All right, I tell you what. We're going to hope for Alabama, Miami national championship game.
That's what you're hoping for.
That's what I want. Alabama and Miami, so we can prove which team is the best.
I want Alabama and Ole Miss. I want to beat Pete Golden. That's who I want to beat. I just want to beat.
Yeah, you see what team he picked out of the last 7. He always want to play the weakest team to prove that he's the best.
That dude's daddy threatened me. His daddy threatened me.
Hey, let me ask you a question. Why don't you ever want to play the toughest team?
I do. I love
you want to play them in the last game. You don't want them in the games leading up to the championship game.
I'm playing the number 1 team in the nation. What else you want from?
Who is the number 1 team?
Indiana right now.
And guess what?
What?
BTA. You know what that means.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got anything else this week?
Nah, man, we're going to end it right there, man. Yeah. We're going to, man, y'all guys have a wonderful week. Get prepared for these upcoming games this week, man. I think we're going to have a good final 8, man. So,
Yeah, it's going to be good, man. And, hey, we appreciate everybody subscribing and liking the show. We're growing. It's all about the fan. You see me and JK kicking it. We're good friends, man. We know the difference between sports and reality. You do the same thing. Don't poison no trees. Don't hurt nobody. It really ain't that serious, baby. Yeah. Be a little sports insane, but that's it. Otherwise, get along, enjoy the games. But most of all, remember, SEC, once again, I am standing in the gap for you like I have been for the last 100 years. Last 100 years, I've told it you, SEC, and here I am again, the only team the Alabama Crimson Tide, that can bring down the evil empire, the Big Ten. And I accept the challenge because I am able, willing, and dedicated to being the best that we can be.
And he is in total denial. Good night.
Next week on the Fanatical Podcast, be back. I don't know if I will, dealing with this guy every week because I may be insane in an insane asylum. We'll see you next week on the Fanatical! Number 19 on the way, baby.
Yo, it's the Fanatical Podcast. Legend in the booth, never coming in last. Bama Hater spitting facts, never half-fast. For the fans, by the fans, this ride's built to last. Mic check the room, lit fire like a